Hello and welcome to Slade on Slade. I am Keith. This is my beautiful wife Leslie, and today we're going to be talking about
Evoking emotion.
Yeah! Again, my name is Keith, and I'm the author of the book The House of Ribbons, coming out sometime in early 2021.
So my first question for you is do you use body language to evoke emotion?
Sometimes. I mean, if somebody's upset and they throw up their hands, you got to write that, or, you know, when you want to catch the character's eye, maybe the main character catches a beautiful woman as she's rocking her hips as she's walking by, and then he doesn't notice as his wife is staring at him, and then he looks over at her and she's doing some kind of body gesture that says that your balls are going to be sore in a few minutes. So yeah, so body language. Oh yeah.
How do you evoke emotion through action?
Well, I mean, if you're in a bar and somebody comes up and bumps you, you got to write that, and then you got to throw up the bird, and then you got a good fight scene going on, and then next thing you know, people are buying each other drinks. So you got to write all of those little nuanced things, I guess.
How do you evoke emotion through internal dialogue?
I mean, like when you thought I pressed it and then it didn't, and then inside your mind you're like, press the button, you prick.
Yes.
Okay. That's how you do it. Oh, the internal dialogue is when you're writing and your character's not talking to anybody. So
it's like a narrative. Narrators.
Which one of you wrote the book? You or you?
I'm just trying to help.
Just kidding. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, you want to... No, see, I don't like to go too heavy on the narrator because it's like some ghosty guy who's, you know, sniffing on your neck throughout your whole life. And then Keith made a video, but the video wasn't doing good because he looked stupid in the video. He thought the hat might have been fitting too tight, but maybe he should just hit the gym a little longer. Well, thanks, narrator voice. Why'd you kiss my ass on the way out?
How do you evoke emotion through spoken dialogue?
All right, so everybody watching this video has done exactly this 9 times a week. You ever have one of those arguments with somebody, maybe somebody you haven't even met, and you're like, listen, I'm going to make sure you do A, B, and C right now whether you like it or not. And then the other person says some quippy shit, and you're like, what? This is on. And then next thing you know, you're done with your shower, and you've had this 10-minute long argument with probably a fictitious person. That's what I do. I just go into my head and I have an argument, and then I have resolution with that argument.
So my next question for you is, what are 3 ways to show emotion?
How the character observes emotion. How the character senses emotion in the body. Like this. I'm angry! I confuse my emotions constantly all the time. Of course I want a butterscotch! Well, then you got what the author shows the character from their point of view. I'm reading this right off a page. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. I really don't. I'm not even going to bullshit you on this. Straight up, this is an answer my wife forced me to do. This is just one of those things you're like, you're going to do it. You're going to sound not like an idiot most of the time.
And I'm like, smile and like it.
Oh, I'm going to smile and like it, yeah. It's a sandwich, kids. Take a bite, go, this is great.
So how do you channel your emotion when you're trying to describe it?
Well, sometimes you use music as a guide. And, you know, for me personally, I like to think of things that piss me off. Like, you know, you ever walk in on your now ex and she's hooking up with somebody else? See, I channel that emotion. I get mad. But then when I want to channel joy, I think of how I looked her up and see that she's working at Walmart and like 40-something years old. I'm like, ha ha ha. Is that a good answer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good answer. The camera being right there, I'm just going to be honest, it pisses me off, okay? It's right there. I look over here constantly.
I can switch that if you want.
Oh, God, it just pisses me off so much.
Okay.
That's how you channel emotion right there. Look right at the camera and you go, listen, motherfucker, stop moving around left and right. Okay, you bother me. I can't concentrate. I got ADD like real bad.
Do you have any other advice about evoking emotion?
I do. Step 1, don't do the seat changing thing, because in my head it sounded like a brilliant idea. I'm like, people are gonna ha 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 left and right, but then I started doing it. It was a super pain in the ass. I should have done the hat switching thing or the eye patch thing again. So unfortunately, that kind of got up under my ass real quick. If I'm going to offer,
sometimes we forgot to.
yeah, and I think a couple of times I forgot to, because I only half commit to some of this comedy bit, anyways. So if you want to, I'm going to knife hand this real quick, okay? If you don't want to offend anybody by pointing. If you want to evoke emotions, you think of that thing that makes you super pissed or angry or aroused or happy or elated, and just run with it, I mean, do whatever you got to do that brings you to the place where you need to, as long as you're not physically destructive and you're not mouthing off to people, because I mean, I know I joke around a lot too, but mouthing off to people never gets you anywhere, because I mean, you're just going to look like an asshole later on. And so let your mind take you to where you need to go, and then try to put that down on paper the best you can. And don't forget, revision is your friend.
That is all we have for you today. So if you would please like and subscribe below. And if you want updates on the book, if you want updates on the House of Ribbon, go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter.
I said boobs, and my wife was all like, what? Boobs?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And we still do have that contest going on. So if you want to
be a character in the book, feel free to patronize me somehow, or
go onto our Patreon, which is down below. And we are going to post a video really soon on how to
whoop, 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 down here somewhere. I don't know.
So, other than that, we will see you guys in our next video. So,
to be continued.